Okay, so today we're going to be reflecting on cycle one, and we're going to start with the questions we had at the beginning. Where we're at, where you want to be, and then what steps to get to be where you want. So, what do you think? Where were you?
Where was I? Okay, so I use positive framing a lot with my students, and I say positive things about what they're doing, but I needed them to start saying positive things about themselves and what they were doing because I have some very negative students who always say that they're stupid or dumb, or also inadvertently negative students who always say it's easy or I've got it, and then make my other students feel sad. So that's where I was.
Okay, and so what did you do to change that?
So what I did to change it, I was trying to think of ways to get them to use positive language. I'd been kind of modeling it for them, encouraging them to say it, but that wasn't really working. It worked for some, and then for the others, they were kind of stuck in their old ways. So I decided to do frames of positive comments they could use instead of "it's easy," because that became one of the biggest frustrations in one of my groups, with students saying this is easy and making other students feel bad. So I created positive frames like "I've got this" or "I understand" for them to use.
And did they practice it with each other or just themselves, or how?
They practice it as a group, and then they kind of just started naturally using it with each other. They're really excited about it, which I was a bit surprised, but they liked it.
So, how did it work? How did you think it went for you?
I think it went really well. I had the frames up on the board and I had to erase them, and the day I erased them, the students were already missing them, and they're like, "Where is it? I don't know what to say." So, which kind of sounds bad, but they do know what to say. But sometimes when they come to a situation where they're looking at other things, or they're looking at my other group's work, and they're like looking at second grade and they're in fifth grade and they're like, this is easy, and then they're stuck as to what to say. But with each other, they're much nicer and kinder and either more supportive, or they've kind of stopped saying this is easy and shouting that out in the group.
So, this is an RSP class, and they're second graders, right?
Fifth graders.
This
The
was
ones
the
that
fifth-
this was the fifth
grade.
graders, yeah.
But you did it with second grade too? You were going to
I
try
did.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so why is it important that they use positive self-talk? Why do you think?
It's important because they spend a lot of the time or the day feeling bad about themselves and comparing themselves to others in their classrooms, and they get a concept of how they're doing it compared to others, which isn't always accurate. Most of the time it's not completely accurate. So I wanted them to start saying positive things about themselves to reframe how they view themselves in school, and really focus on themselves in school and not what they think others are doing.
And if you were going to change it anyway, is there something that you'd like to do differently, or would it?
I think I'd like to do something more personalized so that they have their own like personalized card, because I noticed when I erased everything, they felt a little lost and they wanted
That's a
to
good
have that support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this cycle was focused on what? What was this one supposed to be?
On
Socio
social emotional
learning, right?
That's it.
So, did you think it went well with that?
I think it went well because it improved how they felt about themselves and their self concept, and it was something that they used.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
We we didn't quite make